Guys, I'm back. So I had got a lot of questions about at the end of my last video, or not my last video, but my single and happy video. I had got a lot of questions about what did I mean about like actually finding the one for you, and how would you know, and things of that nature. So I actually wanted to discuss what I think is love and how I kind of maneuver through life and kind of figure out who's for you and who isn't for you. So the very first thing I want to tell everybody is that you do have like soulmates, and sometimes your soulmate isn't always like a romantic partner. You have different soulmates. You have friends that can be your soulmate, which you can call them like your soul sisters. You have like soul brothers. You just have people that prior to this lifetime, they actually decided that you guys would connect and they would help you along your path for different reasons. Because, of course, everything that we do is supposed to bring us closer to who we was prior to a lot of things that changed you, which was like a lot of brainwashing within society. I'm just going to say it. Um, but I don't want to go there in that video. I just kind of wanted to discuss what I believe is love. So for me, I know this may sound crazy, but I'm not so big on titles. And when I say this, I don't mean it as if I'm saying that I don't believe in marriage or I don't believe in relationships, because I do. But I feel as though a lot of people get really, really caught up on relationships and they forget to nurture the relationship within itself. And what I mean by that is like people start to do what they think they should do and not what they naturally should be doing. So, for instance, a lot of people think, okay, because this is my husband, this is the way that he should treat me, and he thinks, oh, because that's my wife, this is the way that I should treat her. But everything that you do should be natural. So when you're with the right person, that person isn't going to have to tell you how to love them, because you're going to automatically love them the right way. And what I mean by that is like you should never want to control anybody. So you don't get to show people or try to teach people how to love you. You get to decide, okay, I either like the way this person loves me or I don't. Or I like the way this person loves me or I don't. And that's what your decision is when you're getting in a relationship. Do I like the way that this person loves me? Not, I can change this person. You should never be trying to change anyone, because they are who they are. And if they don't align with who you are, then that's not the person for you. But I can honestly tell you that when you get with the right person, everything will happen naturally. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't have to change yourself to be with that person. You will automatically change. And it's not even in the sense of, oh, I'm changing myself for that person, because that person may like who you are, but you'll automatically change into a better person for them. They wouldn't have to change you. They wouldn't have to tell you what to change. You'll automatically do it. And it's the same with the opposite sex. If you're with a guy and he's not changing for you, is because you're not the one for him. Because if he really wanted you, if you really was the one for him, he'll automatically change. He knows what he should and should not be doing. So that's why I don't really like to kind of throw titles out there, because people feel like they hold on to the title more than they hold on to the actual energy of the relationship, or they actually hold on to the feelings within the relationship. And when I say that, it's like it doesn't mean like the relationship will be perfect, or that you guys will never get angry with each other, or things will never go wrong in a relationship. But even in the midst of the storm, even in the midst of things going wrong, even in the midst of the relationship itself not being perfect, you want to be there, and you know that you want to be there, and you know that your partner wants to be there, because they show you, it's action. They show you that they want to be there. You see it within them, in the way that they touch you, in the way that they hold you, in the way that they smile at you, in the way that they're willing to get through whatever it is that you guys are going through together. That's how you know when you're in the right relationship. You never want to be in a relationship where somebody is just with you because of the title. because you guys have kids together, because you guys are married, or because that's your boyfriend or that's your girlfriend or whatever the case may be. You want somebody to be there because they want to be there. And it shows in their actions. And it's funny that people think that it's kind of funny, but I feel like every day that somebody wake up to you or come home to you or just send you I'm thinking about you text, all those things should be appreciated. And I don't mean that in just like a sexual relationship. I mean that within your friends, within your family, within anybody. All that should be appreciated. I think that we don't appreciate relationships enough. We hold these titles and, oh, this is this person, and because of this, and you're my best friend, and you're supposed to do certain things, instead of allowing that person to love you. Just let that person love you. And by allowing that person to love you the best way they know how, then both of you guys are happy. Don't be so caught up on the title of, oh, because you're this, then this is what you're supposed to do for me. Instead, be like, okay, I like the way you love me, and because of the way you love me, I want to make you this in my life. Don't try to control anything or anyone, because you will only hurt yourself in the end. But when you start to appreciate the little things, when you start to appreciate the way a person loves you and the things that they do for you because they love you, then that's when you start to experience a better way of life. And the thing about it is, you know when you with the right person. It's an energy thing. You know, it's like when you meet them, it's no faking it. I don't have to be somebody that I'm not. I don't have to pretend to be somebody that I'm not. I don't have to dress a certain way. I don't have to speak a certain way. It's just organically work. And you may not have known that person ever. You may not have known that person before. You may not have known anything about that person, but when you guys get together, it just clicks. It just works. And those are the best relationships to have. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to pretend to be something they're not. I don't want to sit and have to play these games with you. Oh, I can't call you right now because, like, oh, I just met him, so I gotta wait and call him. Like, no. If I gotta do all that, if I gotta play all those games to be with you, then you're not the one for me. Because I know the one for me will feel what I feel. The energy will be there. It'll just click. We'll be laughing till the sun is up. We'll be on the phone talking. It doesn't matter if I called you or you called me or you mad at me and I'm mad at you. I don't have time for that. You know what I mean? And that's when you know you're with the right person. That's when you know it's like those little games don't matter because the energy, the feeling, the vibes, it's all there. But in order to know you're with the right person, you have to know who you are. You have to know what makes you happy. You have to come into this relationship or in this partnership knowing who you are as an individual. And when you know who you are as an individual, then you can love somebody else with no attachment. You don't have to control that person because you're so confident in who you are that if that person walks away from you, you're not mad. You're just happy to have experienced that person, experience who that is and whatever it was that they brought to the table within your life. And that's why I'm not so big on titles, because I appreciate you for coming back home to me. I appreciate you for picking up the phone and calling me. Every time that you go to sleep and you wake up and you return to that body and it's next to me, I appreciate that. I'm not going to get caught up in the fact that, oh, you're my husband, so you're supposed to come home to me. You're not supposed to do anything because I don't own you. As your wife, you don't own me. Nobody in this entire world is owned by another individual. You don't even own your children. You are supposed to lead the way for your children, but you don't own them. And anytime anybody do anything for you, you appreciate it. And through that appreciation, that's how you know, okay, this is a yin and yang. This is the relationship that I deserve to be in, because that person appreciates me as much as I appreciate that person. It's not a control factor. I don't want to control you because I want to see what your love can do when I let you free. I want to watch your love come back to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what love is. That's what I mean when you find yourself, you find the right person for you, because I know why.